All right. Well,
Take two.
take two.
Check. Check.
Take two. Take two. Take
Check.
two.
Can you
Okay.
hear us?
Let's see if anybody can hear us.
Let's start over.
Let's start over. Okay. You guys
Wait.
should be able to hear me now because I turned the mic on.
Make sure they can hear you.
Let me see here. Somebody comment if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, my mic's working. I think they're just a little bit behind. I'm going to give it a minute. There you are. Okay, yeah.
All right.
Anyway, okay, we're going to go all the way back to the beginning. Okay. Anyway, I said, happy Friday. It's a great Friday.
Happy Friday.
B and I are working hard to recover. It has been a lot over these last, kind of 10 days. And we're going to talk a lot about that tonight because to me, it's actually comical. But it kind of reminds me a little bit of a couple quotes. Remember when Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth? And, that's a great quote for our last 10 days. And then also fake it till you make it. I'd add in there too, but it was great. We had a great festival, lots and lots of people, lots and lots of production. And then lots of good stuff all the way around it, right? Because it wasn't just a festival. We did all kinds of things.
There was lots going on.
There was a lot going on in that. And it never fails that as soon as you think you got a plan and you're just plugging away, and then things happen like my cow decides that it's going to go through the fence right in the middle.
Climate.
Yeah, right in the middle of all of it. And of course, you have to say, well, I went and dealt with it.
You dealt with you said, well, he broke it. You didn't really deal with it. You looked at it and then you walked.
No,
you tried to lift it up.
It was mushed to the ground.
You lifted it up.
Okay, I didn't have any water.
But it was not fixed.
No, it got fixed.
He looked at it.
Yeah, that's not exactly how it happened.
And then he said, the fence is broke. Go look at it.
Kinda, not really. Anyway, so right in the middle of everything, and you're trying, guys. I'm going to tell you, when it's festival day, you're pulled in a million directions. I'm asked literally every minute where a pair of pliers are, or whatever it is. Hey, tag, I need chairs, or hey,
where do I get water?
Right, whatever the story is, and just a big. You just run. I bet you there was that during the actual festival, there was a time there for probably 8 hours. I didn't even sit down.
I barely saw you.
Yeah, I'm. Hey, Jack, I need to say that whatever. And I'll tell you guys a funny story. We've got a guy in our community, super great guy, running for county commissioner. I've shared this with you guys before, and he came over the night before as we were trying to get. Was it the night before? I'm trying to remember.
No, the night before was the birthday party.
Oh no, but it was during the birthday party. I was busy during that. But anyway, he said to me, "Hey, can we talk about my speech?" Because he was going to give a speech the following day. And I said, sure.
Oh.
I said, buddy, hold on. Give me 4 minutes. I'll be right back. Because I had already been pulled in another direction, right?
Somebody was waiting on you.
Somebody was waiting on me. So 45 minutes later, I walk in the door and he's looking at me.
And he's waiting.
I'm like, dude, I totally forgot you. I am so sorry. So sorry. So sorry. But that's just the way it is. And it's just a zoo from, kind of the beginning to the end. And the story don't stop with the cows or don't stop with those things, Also, while all that was going on, right in the middle of all of it, I get a 911 call from my mother, who has fallen and actually ended up fracturing her shoulder, dislocating her shoulder, and she's been crawling around on the ground for 2 days. And so guess what we do, right? Scramble, right?
Well, yeah, I was in a car on the way to Topeka with a group of ladies going to get the last of the shopping stuff done. And a group whole, and so I had to call you and your mom needs you. You need to go. And so he was like, "Did you even go?" Because then you called me back and it's like, "Nope, she wants you." And I was like, "She wants me. Why can't whatever she want? Why don't you go?"
Because you're a girl.
And then come to find out, it was because she didn't want her son. She wanted a daughter. And so I was like,
yeah,
yes, I will help you.
Yeah. So the middle of this, B had to go and get her to the emergency room where they did.
Right.
X-ray.
Well, and then so his mom decided that she wasn't going to drive anymore. So she gave her car away. And then
didn't say anything to me, just did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
she just gave her car away.
Okay.
And then said, I can't get in your car. You got to come and get me. How are you going to get me to the hospital? And I said, why did you refuse the ambulance service the night before? And she said, or it was the night before? Yes, because she promised you that you made her promise that she would call the doctor, because she said, no, I'll be fine.
Yeah, with a fractured shoulder.
She said, can you just rub some castor oil on it? And I said, I guess. And I'm like, it's pretty swollen right here. I think that the castor oil is not going to work.
Yeah.
And so I put castor oil on her shoulder. And he says, please promise me you're going to call the doctor tomorrow. And so she calls the doctor, and she called back and she said, they said that they can't help me at the office. You need to take me to the emergency room. And I'm like, of course they said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because there's a big lump on your chest.
So you guys know, right here, the other side, right here on her chest.
Yeah.
The ball of her shoulder was right there.
Yeah.
And she says,
it was her arm.
I'll be fine.
She says, well, I thought it was going to get better. And then I take her I didn't take her to the hospital because she won't get in my car. I had to look around and go,
who can help me?
Lisa. Lisa's here, and Lisa has a little car. And so I said, Lisa, I need to get his mom to the emergency room. And she goes, we're on it. You think she had a stroke? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, if she had a stroke, we got to go now. And Lisa was in her car, still in her clothes from the garden. I said, I'm going to go change my shoes. And she goes, we got to go. And I was like, okay. So she got in her car, and she was at the gate before I even changed my shoes, and got my purse, grabbed my keys, got in the car, met her at the gate. She was already trying to open the gate. And we get to his mom's house, and Lisa she is on the ball. She knows what she's doing. She's like, all right, get the purse, get the meds, here's the walker. Come on, get your shoes. Where's your shoes? Get the shoes, put them on. And then so and your mom's like, wait a minute. And Lisa's like, nope, we got to go. We got to go. We got to go. So we locked the door, and we were off, headed to the emergency room. I said to Lisa, goes, I'm following you. And I was like, oh yeah, right. You don't know where you're going. So I hurried up and got in front of her, and we get to the ambulance, or to the emergency room. We get her out of the car, and Lisa goes, love you, gotta go. And I was like, thank you so much. So then I spent the whole day at the emergency room. They had to put her under. They said, she is not going to be able to handle the pain of us putting it back into place. And so at first they said, we're going to have to do surgery. We're going to have to take her to Topeka, and we're going to have to do surgery. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to have surgery. We've got an event like tomorrow. And so he's like, just manage. I said, I got it. Yeah. Thankfully, there was enough ladies who I don't even have to ask. I don't even, because I don't know what I need. They're just like, this is the stuff that needs to be done. She's not doing it. Let's do it. And I'm so grateful for people in my life who can just
take over.
Yes. I don't have to appoint anything. I don't have to dictate anything. There's just somebody who just takes charge, and I don't even know how it got done. I just know it got done. And I show back up from the hospital. They ended up putting her to sleep. They gave her a block. They put it back into place. They woke her up. She was like, oh, that feels so much better. And they were like, well, yeah. And they were like, she goes, oh, I'm a pretty tough lady. And they were like, yeah, tough or stubborn? The tops of her feet are all raw because she crawled around trying to this chair to get up, and then trying this chair to get up, and then trying this chair to get up. And I'm like, holy smokes. And she has cords that she can just pull in her apartment that says calls for help. But she just thought that she would get better if she could just get to her chair.
Yeah, you guys want to hear something funny about this? What I find funny, this is probably too much information, but I'll tell you anyway, that I found super fascinating is the doctors were talking about she can't handle the pain.
She can't handle the pain.
They don't know my mom. So this is an almost 80-year-old woman who extracted her own teeth to save the dental bill.
Yes, she did.
That's a fact.
With pliers.
Yeah.
She did. Because I was like, what?
Yeah. My mom is tough.
Don't. And she was like, what else was I to do? And I'm like,
oh,
we can take you somewhere that they do this thing. She's like, man, fine.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yes, it was a fascinating experience, to say the least. It was I see how watching the whole ambulance or the emergency room, the people, they work together, they're fast. This girl knows her job, that girl knows her job, that girl knows her job. They come in, they do their job. They're assisting each other. They may not even like each other, but they're working together. They're doing things. They're talking. This one's lifting, that one's pushing, rolling, and out there going. And I'm just like watching this whole team work. And that's how Lisa is. That she's a nurse, so I could see how like it just gets done. It's you have a job, it just gets done. There's no. And Lisa always says, "I don't have toes. I don't have toes. You're not going to step on my toes." And I love that because she's not like, those are my dishes to wash.
Yeah, but what's crazy is the story don't just, kind of end there, because the truth is now she's had her shoulder reset. Now she's in a sling and can't feed herself.
Her arms now and her butt's like behind her. So she's like, how do I the tea kettle? And I'm like, I don't know how you make tea now. I let me figure it out, because I've never been in a situation where I've never had arms and I need to figure out how to pour.
Yeah.
I'm like, what about putting it in the sink? Like so we did get the doctor ordered like, one of our friends is a nurse, and she works here and goes to people's houses and assess and helps and, modifies and does things like that. And so we were blessed to have been able to get her to be appointed, I guess, to help those measures. Like,
and
how am I going to figure it out?
Big shout out to Skane's girl, who also played a role in all of this and helping mom get to cleaned and fed. And because now we're trying to do a festival, and now mom needs taken care of.
Company's here,
and people are
I've got her clothes. And Skane's girl's like, you want me to take her clothes over there, lady? Gotta give them to me.
Yeah, well, that's a good story too, because we were out. So we guys, we have amazing people that come here, and gratitude to Grace, who's in the live today. We're out for the festival, and they were in the garden and
digging stuff
up, right? So that Grace could take them home with her. And Skane's girl needs mom's stuff, and so B has to leave to go square this away.
Oh, and I was so grateful Jeanette was there.
He looked down at Jeanette and said, "Can you take over?" She said, "Got this." And
I'm like, "Can you dig up some of this? Pay attention to that. I gotta go." And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Thanks." And she just took over and was amazing.
Yeah.
Just, many hands make the community go.
Yeah. But guys, the craziness of the week didn't stop there. No, that was an entree. No, that was an appetizer. We didn't even hit the entree yet, but we're going to get to that. But real quick, because we're already 14 minutes in. I have so many people. I know. I bet if we go back and time it right here, who talked more is you. Okay.
Come on.
Real quick, Jules is the first one in. Hello, welcome in. They are on the road. Good to see you. Terminator, welcome in. Carrie Davis, how are you? Let's see here, the greatest name on the internet.
Half a Blossom
is in the house. Glenn is with Jules. They're trucking down the road. My buddy Sharpshooter, we're going to talk about you today in the live too. No lives complete
without a pack
rat.
That's
a fact. Stan Guthrie, welcome in. Jane Marie, hello. Conserve friends, good to see you. Let's see here. Where am I at? Kent, welcome in, bud. Good to see you. And by the way, because we always do it, Kent says, happy Friday, Tag and being fellow freedom fighters. Welcome to another evening of a regular scheduled, unprogrammed get-together. Nidos, how are you, my friend? Nidos just got a new inverter, which is pretty cool. Dana Green, hello. Squatchy, what is up, buddy? Nidos wants to know how the dog kennels work. I'm going to show you a picture. It worked out great. Yeah, Barbara and Aljo are in the house. Good to see you. Kent says, Big thank you to Tag and B and the Freedom Festival Committee. Great job on providing a wonderful event. I'm super glad you came. Lisa's in the house. She was there too. The king himself, Jeff Juicy Hefty Lefty, Amazon Mud Dog or Slick. Phyllis in the house. And we had this really incredible opportunity. We got to meet the prince. We met the prince. Look at B. She's all giggly. Yep. Prince Kip was in the house. We got to hang out with their boy, Kip. And what a great dude. Lots of great conversation. Just a gigantic, big old heart, big teddy bear. And we're going to see, he's going to come back in September. And we're super excited to get him back. Silver Lining is in the house. Silver Lining, I cannot tell you how appreciative I am of your go-get-it attitude and being able to take over, because there was a lot that happened along the way that we just had to scramble on. And again, I can't send you enough, thank yous out there. Because there was another thing that was going on at the exact same time. I'll fill you in real quick. So this event's normally put on by the Horn Homestead. They traditionally put on. They had some tragedy in their life that happened right before the event. And so they weren't able to carry as big a load, although they were there, showed up, showed out, and did the thing. Other people had to come in and start picking up rolls. And there were lots of people that just picked them up and just did it. And, didn't ask for anything, didn't just say, hey, I got this. You don't have to worry about this right now. And that's amazing to watch all of those things happen. But again, we're still just on the appetizers. Hey, Pyro Paul's in the house. I'm going to talk a lot about Pyro Paul tonight. Yep. Let's see here. Harry Kent, Hempworth, and Paula are in the house. Good to see you. Okay, here real quick here. Terminator says, prayers please for Hippocrates Garden, the instigator. His mother was taken to the hospital. Hey, all you prayer warriors out there, right? Do what you do. Mario's in the house, said, have a great show tonight. I'll watch it later. Would love to join you guys, but I'm stepping into Australian Pink Floyd for the evening. Wish you were here. We wish you were here, and we miss you, Mario. I know you won't see this yet, but Mario played a gigantic role. Thistle Creek, welcome in. Hey, look right there. It's Gratitude to Grace. Said, hello, everyone. Good to be here. Enjoyed meeting some of you last weekend. Grace and Dig Dig, we miss you guys already. Dig. Yeah. Yeah, we were joking about with all that plants you sent home, he was going to be Dig Dig.
Digging up holes.
That's right, digging up holes. JCK Citizen Broadcasters in the house. Good to see you. Rhonda Benefeld, hello. Right there, Indiana Mike, ahoy, back to you. Indiana Mike played a gigantic role in making it all help. Would have absolutely not have happened without him.
He's a trooper.
Yep. Yeah, Carrie Davis said, wow, we all need a silver lining. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be cool. Good to see you. Yeah, Thistle Creek says, it's so nice to have someone just step in and take charge. That is a fact. Let's see here. Mark Doak, which is Starla, welcome in. Junk and Jody, hello, says, I know exactly what you mean. My mother-in-law fell last week and broke her femur bone in 3 places. At 84 years old, she was weed eating. Yeah. They just don't make them like they used to.
Weed eating the sidewalk.
Yeah. They just don't. Let's see here. Mama got that way in her later years. After 3 kids, she laid down with things like appendicitis, ruptured appendix, and waited for the pain to go away. Hey, look at that. We got the Puck Elf in the house from Australia. Good day to you. Hey, there's Skane's Girl. Good day. Skane's Girl played a good role. Postmodern Soapbox. There's another person that played a role. Yeah. There's and the instigator himself. What would T-Rex do? Yeah. Well, we watched what T-Rex would do. Adam and Cindy from ACM Homestead are in the house. Again, big roles.
Yeah.
Right?
Every festival, she volunteers and makes pans. And
yep, I got pictures of those.
Okay.
So don't talk about that. Conserve friends, welcome in. Let's see here. Redneck, good to see you. Let's see here. What is it? Okay, he says, I have permission to build a solid side entry room on my caravan spot now on private land, finally. Well, congratulations. Let's see here. Whisper Creek's in the house. And again, another big role, right? Look at all those prayers. I love that. And Nancy's in here from northern New Jersey. Nancy, welcome in. Okay, I think I'm caught up at least for the moment. I will add it as we go. Oh, look at this. Grace says, Dig hasn't dug a single hole yet. But tomorrow, diggy all the way. What are you slacking for? Apparently, Dig is on vacation.
Yeah. It's been a week.
It's been a week. All right, guys, let's talk about our crazy week because, again, we talked about the appetizer of...
It's so dark.
Is it? Got the lights on. There you go. The sun's going down. That's why. Um, it's just crazy to me how it just spins in 100 places, and it's not about what happens to us. I've said this a lot about in homesteading, that maybe the measurement of being a good homesteader isn't how well you grow corn or whatever it is, or raise animals, or again, build a solar system. Maybe it's how well you bounce between obstacles, how well you deal with what comes, because there's always an animal that gets caught in a fence, cuts a fence, something dies, something drowns. There's always something leaking. There's always a pipe that
It's not
breaks.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, it
always
can go
happens. Wrong, will go wrong.
Will go wrong, yeah. And so it's been absolutely amazing. But so our week kind of started out in the beginning with trying to get ready.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This is in the shop. And so all week long prior to the festival, we were in trying to get the fireworks done. And I love this picture because if you look at Indiana's face, to me, it's just priceless. It's, it's like maybe he's saying to himself, what have I done?
Why? That's what he's going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But it was cool. And if you look, there's people in the background. There was a lot of people that helped put the fireworks together. And so I want to just give a special thanks real quick to, first of all, Pyro Paul. Obviously, none of it would happen without you.
Right.
Indiana would have never happened without you. Carl, Matthew, Killian, Sharpshooter, the king himself was involved. He got off of his throne to come help us put a fireworks show together. Mario, Adam, Joe, you guys are all rock stars. And if we didn't have everybody just jump together, in the end, we wouldn't have pulled it off.
I'm sure you forgot somebody.
I'm sure, and if I did, I'm super sorry. But there was a lot of hands doing a lot of things. Paul had a buddy show up. I don't know him, but big thanks to him as well. But I think I got everybody in that. But again, guys, you have to remember, this is just the fireworks.
Right.
There's a whole festival going on.
A crew of people cutting beforehand and moving things and getting things so that they wouldn't catch on fire.
Yeah. And the cool news is so much fireworks training went on. We'll be in much better shape next year, which, by the way, for those of you guys who don't know, because I know none of you know this. Well, maybe, no, that's not true. Some of you know this, but the next Freedom Fest will be July the 3rd next year. It's already booked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So right before the 4th.
Yeah, it'll be the 3rd this time. It really just comes to when's the Saturday or, that we can do it that doesn't interfere with the 4th.
Okay.
Right, basically. But Junkin' Jody says, your festival is a fine example of how important community is. 100%. Hey, Amy B, welcome in. So we got to spend a lot of time doing this, but guys, this is just the beginning. Eventually they get all the fireworks put together and they take it out on the dam. And these are just piles that they're working. Now they got to wire them all. This is actually the day of the event. So now it's all hands on deck.
So they stack them at the beginning of the dam,
yeah, and then eventually
they take
spread them
and put them where they go and wire them together.
This is just a load. This isn't even close to all of it.
Right. No, you can see some over behind him. Yeah. You can see in front of him.
Yeah, that's actually Pyro Paul right there.
What does he just move the shade along the
dam? Yeah, you have to try to work in the shade, but there's a lot to it.
Smart.
Just because they fused everything, now they got to hook all the computers to it, all the lines to it. They got to do all the testing. So it was a lot. Yeah, Indiana Mike says there were only a dozen or so. Right. Yeah, I think
There's
absolutely.
A lot that goes to it that you don't have any idea.
It's
like a whole choreography of
it's a lot.
Music and booms. And
now that I've seen what they actually do, and this is my second year of doing this, I have a much more respect for how it goes down.
Yeah.
It's not sitting out there with a wick lighting off fireworks. It's not how
a punk.
Yeah, it's not a punk, right?
Well, no, and they come in different colors, and you're talking about songs and different themes and colors that go along with it. And I'm just amazed at the stuff that he knows. I'm just like, wow, I didn't know that was even an option.
Yep. So while all of this was going on, and hey, by the way, all those people that I mentioned, they didn't get to enjoy the festival like everybody else did. They spent their day, they were putting fireworks together. They didn't, witness the hot dog eating contest or whatever, right? They were working. And again, I just can't say enough about all the work that goes into, pulling it off.
Yeah.
So I was telling you guys before that Gratitude to Grace came to see us, and Dig and Grace blessed us with this beautiful stone. And I've got a big plan for it. I'm going to change slides here so you can see it. Yeah, because that's us, all of us together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bench in her food forest. And I'm going to anchor this in the food forest so that when she's out in her food forest, she can sit in a bench and be free as a bee.
Yeah. And look at the shape of it is the shape of Kansas. And the bee is up in the northeast Kansas corner, just like we are. Beautiful.
It's honoring, and it's blessing. It's just the people would do things generous for no other reason than to just be generous.
She designed the whole design, and then he designed the cut. And
Yeah.
like this wasn't just a stone that he found in the yard
Yeah.
and threw some marker on.
Yeah.
This is a whole process.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's another side to it too, is what you're really, the stone is cool, the message is cool, but what you're really creating is a memory.
Yeah.
You're really creating a moment in time. And so when you sit in your bench,
Yeah.
you sit in the food forest,
Correct.
you'll remember
everybody from here on out.
But you will remember digging up the horseradish.
Yeah.
You will remember
The elderberries,
whatever it
Jeanette
was.
in charge.
Right. You'll
She's
remember
going, oh no,
the whole thing. So I want to tell Dig and Grace, thank you for creating memories. Because at the end of the day, that's all we got, really.
Yeah.
Is these experiences that humble you. And I won't share it because it was personal, but they sent me a beautiful email talking about not having to walk a road alone. And it meant an incredible ton to me, and I'll never forget it. And we're incredibly blessed. So again, thank you guys. Thank you for your generosity. And just as importantly, thank you for driving 9 hours to come be part of our organized chaos.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you for the friendship.
Yeah. Amen. Super, super cool. I just put this picture up. This was Mr. Horn, who, I told you the Horn guys, was trying to hang up a flag. And so Mario and I decided we would help him out a little bit.
Hold his bottom?
Yeah.
Was he falling?
He didn't even know we were doing it.
Oh, you're not touching him?
No, so he's going to see this for the first time on this live.
Oh, lovely. He's going to go, Grandma, still touch my butt.
Yep, so we had a hot dog eating contest.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Now, I don't know about you guys, but there is nothing about a hot dog eating contest that sounds appealing to me.
No. They even had to eat the bun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Was there ketchup involved? Anything?
I don't know if there was ketchup involved or not.
One.
Gratitude Grace says you're welcome, and it was 12 hours.
Not 9.
Not 9. Settle down. So the guy if you see in the picture with the yellow flag in his pocket, won.
Of course he did.
Yeah, and this should not be surprising because he wins lots of things.
He's the Trench-a-Lotador.
But he is the Trench-a-Lotador. That's
he's the eat-a-lotto wieners. Well, they made an apron or something that said, I ate the most wieners.
Oh, did they?
At the Freedom Fest.
Did he win one? Okay, I didn't know
that's what the winner got.
Okay, cool.
An apron. A wiener eating apron.
Yeah.
So is this the line of people to be next?
No, I think that was the whole class. I don't really know, babe. I was so busy. Like, I ran by it, snapped a picture, and went about my life.
I didn't even know who.
Yeah.
I love that.
But I love all the kids getting involved. It was just super, super cool.
And the dads.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. What is that? What does she mean? Whisper Creek says, yeah, I am BGG. What does that mean?
Bug.
You're a imbuggy?
Yeah, I'm bug.
Hey, look at that. Dan Redding's in the house, heading to Colorado tomorrow for some prospecting, fishing, and a family reunion. Cool. Cool. Memories, right? Yeah, Nito said, so he's got a hollow leg. Yeah, something. Yeah.
Of teenage boys.
Yeah. Whisper Creek says, hold on. Gratitude Grace says, we saw the Oscar Mayer wiener truck on our way home. That was a sign.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Have the wiener truck here next year.
Yeah, I'm going to make him wear it every time he grills. Yeah. Excellent. So while all this is going on, right? Obviously, there's lots of prep going on. There's tons of food that's got to be created, and so the community provided the meat basically, and the everyone else brought a side dish, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
What else did you guys make down there? Again, I wasn't part of it. Did you guys make anything besides the meat? I mean, you guys had your own dishes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we had coleslaw. We had some desserts.
Where'd the coleslaw come from? Didn't you make it out of something?
We used Jess's homemade mayonnaise.
Oh, nice.
And we used store-bought cabbage. I don't have enough cabbage.
Yeah.
And what else? Here she's making pesto. Yeah, which was actually my first time eating pesto, and it was pretty good.
Look at all those smiles.
Yeah, I think this was them organizing. So they decided that they were going to organize the kitchen.
Yeah,
which was not on my to-do list.
Right before the event.
That they're doing it. Yeah, they were taking things and putting like things together
Yeah.
and labeling the cabinets so that everything was kind of together. We had gotten some donations of kitchen items.
Mhm.
So finding a place for those items and then labeling the drawers so that you're not slamming open
Mhm.
6 drawers to find like a cheese grater. You can just look through and go cheese grater. That's them. Pull it open, get what you want. Which I'm super grateful that they're doing that because that's one less thing that I have to do.
Yeah, we also had another really cool thing happen, and I don't think I have a picture. I'm looking at it real quick here. Make sure.
And there are so many people in that kitchen that it's nice that the cheese grater always goes back into the drawer that says cheese grater so that everybody can find it. It's like a common place.
Yeah, I don't see a picture of it. I'm going to see if I can bring it up here.
Right there?
No,
You don't have a
no.
picture?
I don't want to miss out on. Kent brought me this coolest red skeleton, guys.
Oh.
It's probably going
Did you
to.
have the picture?
I don't see it, but I'm looking for it. But anyway, I want to make sure I say it because it's super important. So Red Skelton, for those of you who are old enough to know who he is, did a version, kind of his version of the Pledge of Allegiance, and there's a signed plaque that we're going to hang on the community building wall. And for anything, freedom's wonderful, right?
Yes.
But that's also a memory, you know. I mean, I will walk by that and I will remember Kent, and I'll remember those moments, right? And it's kind of a weird way of living forever. So just shout out to Kent real quick because that was really, really pretty cool too.
That was cool.
Amy says sunflower seed pesto is a summer favorite. Silver Lining says trying to organize so cleanup would go easier.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I think it did. I mean, I didn't do the cleanup, so.
Jess, well, you did it later till midnight.
Well, I'm talking about at the festival.
Oh.
Well, yes, it was. That was the night that we were there until.
Do you know how many hamburgers and hot dogs we went through?
No.
There was about 200 people, and Jess had volunteered to do the grilling. This girl sat
Two
grills going and sat there pretty much the majority of the day.
Yeah.
Dealing with, feeding everybody. And it's crazy because when you're doing that, you're not enjoying the festival, right? You're working.
No. Well,
You know?
and then it was like no seasoning. So like hamburgers with no seasoning, no cheese. And then hamburgers with no seasoning with cheese. And then hamburgers with seasoning, and then hamburgers with seasoning and cheese, because some people can't have seasoning. Right. Some people, right. And then this is the seasoning that it had, so that those people that do want seasoning can look and go, oh, I don't have garlic, right. I can't eat that one. Give me the unseasoned. So it was kind of confusing trying to keep. And then I was like, well, I should put the non-seasoned in one pan. Even with the cheese, not cheese, somebody might not want the cheese touching the burger. So I'm not a caterer.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to go, no, don't put because your mom, at one point in time, his mom was so picky with him because she was eating kosher that she couldn't put life with her death on her plate. And so to put cheese on your hamburger on the same plate would have been a no-no. So I was like, can I do this? Should I do this? Should I put all the cheeses with? And so anyway, I was like thankful that somebody took over and managed all of that, which was where all those ladies came in and just like shuffled stuff around, getting the potluck going. People were bringing stuff in. People were bringing stuff in that needed to be cut. So it's like, here's a knife, here's a cutting board. You do that. People were bringing stuff in that needed to be heated. So it was like, okay, here's a way you can do that. Just answering all the questions of all the people coming in that have a need just to get ready to eat by 4.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure also that I point out that, Silver Lining, Snack Force 1, Lou, Jess, Jeanette, Lisa, Amber, Cupcake, MMR, Patty, Cindy, Skanes Girl, who all buckle in and help on the food part of it, did a marvelous job. The food went out, was probably the one thing that we did that we didn't have any hiccups in. Yeah. So I didn't notice any.
Well, there was the one lady that the Vassar lady, I keep forgetting her name, but this is like her second time here, and she was cutting something and she had just gotten done cutting it. And I was like, are you available? And she goes, yeah, what do you need? And I was like, can you do this? And so I'm like, I don't even know I forgot your name, but can you help? And she's like, no problem. And I'm like,
yeah,
whew, thank God.
Well, and Lisa from down from Wichita who came up. This was her first event. She was in my kitchen.
Right. I'm like, here, can you help?
Yeah,
Can you do
yeah,
this? And she's
yeah.
like, sure, sure.
Yeah. Whisper Creek says, I sent you some poor pictures. I got some in the live.
Poor.
Yeah.
Poor.
We'll get to that. This is just some random events of people eating and things going on inside the building. Like I said, there was about 200 people that showed up, and most of them stayed the entire time. I don't know the number exactly. There was a one point in time I had counted 193, but the problem is it's moving.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as you get one side done,
and then you're like, did I count?
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, I counted that whole family.
Yeah, so that's about where we are in it, but for that, it was pretty cool. If you guys remember, probably from the flyers, so we had 3, because we don't have enough going on. We have had 3 people running for political office. 1 running for county commissioner locally. We had 1 running for Congress, and 1 running for governor of Kansas, and come and speak to us. And so this was actually people listening to the county commissioner, Doug, speaking there. But look how attentive they all are. And for the many people that were in here, there was more than that outside. Because again, the
you
building,
can hear stuff outside with the microphone.
With the microphones, yeah. They're just not a big enough place. It's so funny. I built this. The community came, helped me. We built this, 2,000 square foot place where we could meet. It ain't even close to big enough.
I know. We should have made it bigger.
Story of my life. These are the 3 that spoke. So Doug Fisher for county commissioner, Phil Cernecki, who's running for governor, and he's got a good shot of winning. And Chad Young, he's polling at about 12% right now. I wish that he would win. I loved some of the things that he said. And for those of you guys who don't know, I did release the video of Phil Cernecki and Chad Young speaking. I did not release the one on Doug Fisher, and I did it on purpose. I'm going to do an interview with him and hopefully the other candidate that he's running against here in the coming weeks. And we'll be able to stick it together. Thistle Creek said, you should have everyone sign a guest book when they arrive. I'd love that.
Oh,
we could create a huge memory.
Good idea.
Yeah. We'll get a big old book. That's a great idea.
Like a wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to tell a little story too, and because this is just such a big deal to me. So we have some members of our community who mom and dad, and they have 10 children, 1 on the way. They homeschool, they homestead, and he also works for the fire department and the EMS services. They are the single most polite kids I have ever been around.
Yeah, they are.
And they're just fascinating, the way they come up to you, the way they communicate with you. I'm a gigantic fan. Well, anyway, they had asked me, hey, could we bring, because she makes soaps and lotions and, things like that. Health and beauty products, all right off their farm using their own stuff. So, it's got great stuff in it. Could she put a booth up? And we kind of don't really want these festivals to become commercial. However, people inside the community who have wares, I think this is a really great thing. Well, anyway, she about sold out, which was really wonderful for them. And I just wanted to put this up there. If you guys have a need for soap and beauty products, and you want to support somebody doing everything right and doing everything the hard way, because it matters, this is it right here. You can find Abundant Provisions on Facebook. My wife makes soap, and I still bought a bunch of soap.
Yeah. Well, it's different soap.
It's different.
I've never made a soap with clay in it before.
Yeah.
I love that. I was like, I want to try that.
Yeah.
Or one with oatmeal. I've never tried that.
Yep. I know they watch the lives from time to time. And if you guys do watch this live, just know how thankful we are for you. And thank you for leading and, giving us an example that we can try to live up to, which won't be easy, just so you guys know.
I still buy her elderberry jelly.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Kip Russell, welcome in.
Kip?
Russell.
That's Kip.
From Alabama?
No, wrong Kip.
That wasn't Prince Kip. That's Kip Russell. Anyway, food time came. And
there was a lot.
Yeah. The one thing we do really, really well is feed people.
Eat.
Yeah. I mean, we can flat out cook it. And we
ended up we ended up using the stove.
Because there was so much
as a dessert area because there was so much food.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see here. Whisper Creek says, Camille's salves are wonderful. She helped me learn to render tallow to make my own.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just a wealth of knowledge. And it's tallow and those things, but it's also how to raise children. It's also how to raise cattle. It's also, there's just so many things that are into that. yeah, we're just incredibly blessed to have them around. I can't wait for the 11th one to be born. And they will. I think Jules I'm going to put this up on the screen. There's the Facebook link to Abundant Provisions Facebook page. I'm telling you, you want to support a great cause? That is it right there. I mean, they are doing every single thing the right way and the hard way, because the only way to do it the right way is the hard way.
Yeah.
You know?
It is.
Yeah. And so again, just can't say enough. They've got this, they got just great kids all over, and they're always fascinating to me how they talk to me. You know?
Polite.
Well, they're polite, direct, just
like adults.
Yeah, kind of like a bunch of little adults running around. That's actually a good.
They're respectful.
Very.
They're not bouncing off the walls.
Yeah,
and
very, very,
screaming and
yeah, and they had a blast. So tell them about your pans. That's the best picture I had.
Yeah, it's kind of squished, but these. So we have stainless steel 9x13 baking pans with lids that we had purchased from Lehman's, and we had ACM Homestead. Every festival so far has designed and engraved or something, a design on the top of the pans. And so she does this custom work. She has done it on, I saw her, she had a pie plate, a glass pie plate that she had brought to a festival one time, and with her name on it. And I was like, wow, that's so awesome. Where'd you have that done? And she's like, oh, I did it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what? You can do that? And she says, yeah. I was like, no big deal. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, can you do some for me? And so she was like, yeah, what do you want? And so that's how it started. I was like, fuck, I have these pans. Can you do one for one of the events? And so she came up with it. I think this is like the 4th or 5th event that she has made pans for. So she did one that was a flag, says Freedom Fest 2026. Both of them say Freedom Fest 2026, but one's a sunflower, Kansas sunflower, and one's a American flag. Both of these were auctioned off for firework money for the next event, I think. And then they went to the highest bidder. I don't remember what. Oh, I think that Nikki got one, and I think that Jennifer got the other one.
Oh, really?
Carl and Jennifer. I don't know which one got which. So
Chewy Girl says grounded, and I think what she's describing is the kids. Oh, I know who that is.
Grounded. What kids are grounded?
Yeah.
She's grounded because she got herself some chickens. She's grounded.
Yeah, Chewy Girl is a chicken owner, and I keep warning them that it's the entryway, but Kip Russell says, that's great. Kids don't have to be restrained when they are taught right from the beginning. God bless them with 10 because they could handle it, right? I believe, yes. And not just handle it, thrive in it.
Yeah.
Right? It's not just handling it.
Oh, they're doing great.
It's not just getting by.
No, they're kicking its butt.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool. So anyway, nighttime comes and everyone gathers outside and says, hey, let's watch some fireworks. So I'm going to share some pictures with you guys real quick.
Look at that. Red, white, and blue. Yeah. See, there's all different options with fireworks, which I did not know that you could get. I'm going to get the red ones. I'm going to get the gold ones. I'm going to get the red, white, and blue ones. I'm going to get this. So this is all choreography to the music and to the supposed to be.
Yeah, it was. Hold on.
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh my goodness, what have I done? All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to show you guys the fireworks show. So if you guys got 9 minutes to kill, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Love it.
On the level of our unleashed. For example, what does the billboard say? Come and play, forget about the movement.
There we go. All right. We made it back. I hope you guys can hear me all okay. So I got all kinds of funny stories to tell you about this. First of all, great fireworks show. It was fun. But we talked about earlier in the live about how everyone has a plan until you get hit in the mouth. And sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. So here's the truth of what happened there. So
On the
first of all,
fireworks show.
30% of the fireworks didn't fire. Okay. That's the first thing. So that obviously is a challenge, but you get right through it. And the show was bigger this year than last year, so nobody would have noticed. You fake it till you make it. The other thing is none of the audio worked. That was not the music that was to play during the fireworks show. And we're standing there, and if you remember in the beginning, the kids are cheering and there's no music and all of that stuff. They're scrambling behind the scenes to figure out what is going on.
Why is it not working?
Why is it not working? Why is it not working? And then Pyro Paul says to Mario, play something. And Mario says, what do you want me to play? He says, hard rock.
Play something rock. It's Chili Pepper. He probably went, Siri, play something rock.
Right. And it was
And Red Hot Chili Peppers comes on.
It was a complete wing it. But
You know what? I thought that it sounded like it was going with the music though. So
I'm glad.
I was like, that wasn't the music that he picked.
Yeah. No.
That was weird. I thought I went with it.
Yeah. No. This was not the music that was picked. And I think Paul would tell you that as well. But here's the thing, guys. Sometimes life don't go according to plan.
Yeah.
And it's not
most of the time.
That's right. It's not what happens to us. It's how we choose to deal with what happens to us.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want to give Paul a gigantic shout out because he didn't miss a beat. He didn't panic. I was panicked. My stomach hurt. I'm like, oh no. I mean,
No.
We
I
just,
didn't know anything was going on. I was just sitting there like, on the show.
yeah. You've got all these people who donated all this time, all this energy, all these resources, all of these things to make it go. And yet it just didn't. But again, hats off to Paul, hats off to the team that worked so hard to put it together because in the end, it was cool.
Yeah. It was still beautiful.
It was so beautiful. And again, not songs I would have picked either. And the audio, if you guys noticed the background, the audio was not doing what it was supposed to be doing. They were fighting the audio the entire time. The squelching and the this and the that. But you know what, guys? It was beautiful. We had a great night and what a beautiful fireworks show. And again, I can't thank Paul and the team, Indiana Mike. And, I named them all earlier. It was just really, really cool.
Yeah.
And we made it through it.
Thank you for all your sacrifices.
Yeah. So I need to go back up here real quick because I want to make sure that if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. You never know is in the house, says the adults were screaming just as loud. That's true. Hey, Parson Road is in the house. Parson Road, hello, hello. Let's see here. Permatopia Farms, Mandy, how are you? Welcome in. Romans Girl, did I already say hello to you? I don't remember. If not, hello to you. Just make sure I get everybody in here because it's really important. Let me see here. Helen from Helen Happy Harvest is in. Good to see you. A lot of people saying felt the fireworks were amazing. Let's see here.
He does a great job.
Yeah. Oh, and Wolf says, welcome in, by the way, says, you made my dog's day. He absolutely loves fireworks. Wonderful. Gotta love that. Pyro Paul says, happy accidents. Right. 100%. And Paul, again, I want to compliment you, bud. In and out, wasn't a big deal. Off to the next deal, Says, holy cow, these guys need to do the next presidential 4th of July fireworks display. It'll be the 3rd of July next year.
I do think that he did a better job than the public event that we went to in Olton.
Yeah.
The fireworks.
Yeah.
I think Paul did a better job.
Yeah. Yeah, it was every bit as good as the local one for sure. Much better grand finale at the end, but it was awesome. And you just kind of wing your way through it. So, we were going from, trying to deal with mom, the cows getting through the fence, just scrambling in every corner to get everything done in time. And it's fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of a Hakuna Matata a little bit.
Yeah.
I will share with you guys, and I've often said this before in lives, that the way an event goes, how you can tell how well it went are by things like this.
Everybody's out.
Everybody is out.
That's on the floor.
Yeah, that's actually in the community building.
Yeah, she's on her pad.
Yeah, she's nothing left to give.
Yeah.
Nothing. And the boys up there in the car,
Yeah.
Nothing left to give. It was fun to watch the kids. They swam in the pond all day long. I mean, like 10 hours, right? And then 8 and 8 and 8 and 8, and then fireworks and all the excitement and all of this. If you guys remember from my previous videos, there were many times I showed you pictures of kids sleeping in cabinets or under tables, you know, or just in the weirdest places because they just don't have nothing left to give.
Yeah.
And I think when you can put on an event and the kids have nothing left to give, you did a good job. And like, to me, that's a check box. So again, don't want to say Ken.
I think they had fun.
They had a blast. I cannot say thank you enough to all the amazing people who absolutely gave of themselves, gave of their time, put their own indifferences beside them, came together and just knocked it out.
Right, because their stuff got put on hold too.
100%.
You know, while they're donating their time here, their stuff is at home getting neglected.
Yep. Amy B said, how did the livestock do with the fireworks? So livestock did fine. We didn't see the cows. The dogs we locked up. So one of my projects that we were doing prior to the fireworks, I was trying to get these kennels finished so that we could lock the dogs up. Because if you guys remember Violet, who was shot, remember that big horrible story? She is so scared of them. I mean, the littlest pop and she's gone.
Yeah.
And so we just locked them in their kennels and gave them food and water.
Bone.
Yeah.
I gave them a bone.
Did you? Yeah. Give them a big bone so that
A frozen fever.
Yeah. So from that perspective, the livestock went perfectly fine. We didn't lose anybody, didn't lose any more fences. I think it was okay.
Yeah.
I really wasn't up around the animals.
But before, so I had been putting them into these kennels with some food, getting them used to that, feeding them in there, locking them in there, going, doing chores, coming back, checking on them. So I had been putting them in there before the event. And since our event was on the 11th, there were fireworks going on before that. So they had been exposed to the kennels and they had been exposed to fireworks in the kennels before the event, which was like so close that, you know, you can't get away from it.
Yeah.
So I had tried to acclimate them beforehand, trying to make them feel comfortable.
You know, I was worried about them because they've never been in a kennel.
No,
they've never been on a
free range.
Yeah, they've never been on a chain. They've never been.
No, which I regret when they were puppies and I was like trying to walk with them and you're like, take them leashes off of them dogs. Them dogs don't belong on leashes. And I was like, fine.
They're not pets. They're livestock.
No, but I'm the one that takes them to the vet. So if I could put them on a leash and they would walk on a leash, just like all the other house dogs used to, then I wouldn't have to like try to pick up a 200-pound dog and put it in the truck.
I understand, but it's important that they see themselves as livestock.
I know, but they
don't
should
want
still
them
be able to walk. Who's with me? They should still
Yeah.
be able to walk on a leash.
Yep. And who is with me that they need to see themselves as livestock and bond with the livestock, not with the people.
Well, sure.
Okay.
But they still need to have some manners.
Yeah. Have you taught your cows manners?
Mostly, they know where they know which stall they go into. They know.
Your goats have manners?
No, the goats are feral. They're heathens.
Yeah. Okay. So not like we had enough going on. A good buddy of ours, and I talked to you guys about this, about the live, prior to us, not doing the live. That Friday night we were going to do a birthday party for a super important dude who's been involved in many of our lives. The guy's name's Russ. This is the guy that built my pond, and his health hasn't been great, and so we wanted to throw him a birthday party, and so we did. And he wanted German chocolate cake and all these different things, and so we did it. There's Jess working on a cake, and there's Russ eating his cake, and there was a bunch of people, and it's so crazy to me that you're the night before a festival. And everyone's going to donate the day to the festival. And everybody's got farms, but yet they took time out of their day to come wish Russ a happy birthday. That's him in the orange and brown hat.
Yeah.
And so it was really, really good. And, I told Russ when he was leaving, I said, Russ, I hope you know you're loved. And he looked at me and he said, I can tell I am.
Good.
And, again, talk about memories, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So we had a birthday party on Friday night. Well, we had a class Friday morning.
Yeah, I got that. The next slides.
Then we had a birthday party Friday night, and the event Saturday.
Yeah, this is the night before the festival.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Till 9. 10 o'clock at night.
I want to welcome the beautiful Louise Wesley in the house, who says leash trained for those times like vet trips.
Vet trips. Yeah.
Yep. Everyone says I agree with both of you. I agree with both. Why not both?
Why not both?
So we did that, and that went pretty according to plan. There wasn't too many hiccups.
No, birthday went great.
Yeah. Other than not having time, right? It was actually funny when it all started. I had to tell the guys that were working on the fireworks, hey, you guys got to come and eat, because they served a meal and all that. So they cooked a whole meal.
Are you talking about Friday night?
Yeah. And then also cake and all, ice cream and all that stuff, to only clean it all up and then to do it all again the next day.
Yeah, we had pulled pork.
Yeah.
We had pulled pork available, and then we had potato salad, coleslaw, and then other people brought. It was a potluck, so other people brought like the whole rest of the meal.
Yeah.
And then we had lemonade or tea. No, we had tea because that's his favorite.
Yeah.
Like somebody brought a Coca-Cola in a bottle.
Yeah. So we did this meal on Friday, the festival meal on Saturday, and the community breakfast on Sunday. Right. Boom, 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 right in a row. And it was actually crazy after the festival. It's late. The fireworks get over late. Everyone leaves late. And the girls are just in the kitchen trying to get everything cleaned up because there's breakfast the next morning.
Yeah.
And
Can't leave a kitchen a mess and then try to have, cook something in the morning.
Hey, Rabbit Cody, welcome in.
So we had to get everything cleaned up, put away, put back in where it's supposed to be.
Yep. And so it was an absolute zoo, and definitely get tired, but not like that. Wasn't enough. We also decided that during the week prior to it that we would do a AR
101.
The AR 101 class for a lot of people who really wanted it. Now, you guys see the happy faces. I have taken the liberty of exiting out everybody's faces that you'll see because of the topic.
Yeah.
And so I just did that on purpose. It's they did not ask me to do it. I just chose to do it. I gave B a mustache.
Levy.
So we did two of these. We did one on Monday and we did one Friday morning. So Friday morning was the class, the birthday party, and then Saturday the festival. But so I know some really good trainers, and they came out, went through all of the basics, cleaning,
Taking it apart,
maintenance,
putting it back
a sight picture, how you hold it, how you squeeze the trigger, just AR 101 class.
And I've taken it before, but it's nice to have a refresher.
Yeah.
I'd take the next one too again.
Yeah. And so then
look at that.
Yeah, we go down and I have a range, my own range. Now you guys know you should feel special. I have never filmed my range before.
Is this the next day? Where is it? When is this?
This was Friday morning's class.
Yeah, because I was going to say Louise was throwing her brass at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, good grief, lady.
You were in the Monday class.
Yeah.
But I've never filmed my range before for a multitude of reasons, but we have our own range. But what I really wanted to show you was this. And again, I covered everybody's faces, but look at those plates.
Oh, I love that.
Look at those tiny groups. For me, what was so amazing is, I've taken, I can't tell you guys, hundreds of classes over the years. But to watch a whole bunch of people who weren't familiar with it go from, not being on paper to these nice, tight, small groups over the course of about 4 hours.
Yeah.
It was really cool. And so we did that also during that exact same time frame, right? We're crazy.
Yeah.
We're crazy. I wanted to show you this one because this is B's plate.
That's mine.
That's your plate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything was on target.
Yep.
Except for the one that was not me.
Yeah.
The person next to me shot my target. I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How would I get an extra one?
Yeah, I did not take the class. I just helped on the range because I've taken a lot of them. But it was really, really cool and a really successful event. We're going to do more of this, I think, as time wears on because it's a super important skill.
Oh, yeah. We were doing before where we would run up,
drills,
bend down,
drills.
left.
Yeah, drills.
Left side, right side, get up, go to the next. Left side, right side, up, down, go to the next.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, just leave that one at that. Okay.
Yeah.
But
there was a video of a little kid doing that, and I was like, "Holy smokes, that girl's!"
Dan says, "Tag RSO, no tag blind squirrel finds nut. But it was good. This is down in my range, but it was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, Pack Rat
And-
says, what a better way to celebrate the 4th than sowing freedom seeds downrange. Yeah, it was really good. Well, guys, it's a skill. And if you don't practice it, you're going to lose it. It's not, you just don't pick it up. And it's a repetition thing. And it's, being able to take care of it and be able to maintenance and understanding, sight
Mhm.
picture and trigger grip and squeeze and placement of your face. There's just so many
Well,
pieces
just
of breathing and
a dirty rifle. Like,
Right. Right.
I remember the first time you were like, "That's filthy," and I'm like, "That's not going to come off," and you were like, "That comes off," and I'm like, "I don't think it comes off," and you remember that whole conversation. You were like,
did it come
"Just
off?
give it to me."
Did it come off?
Yes, it came off.
It came off.
It came off.
So the Freedom Festival is finalized, and we get up and clean up on Sunday. Spent our day pretty much doing that most of the day. Ate again, had breakfast, and then went and did cleanup. And then Monday morning, we say, "Hey, we need to go harvest potatoes."
Yeah.
Right. These are great pictures, and it's really good to get the potato harvest in. And there were so many. Look at that! I got some great pictures.
Ay, ay, ay.
I got some absolute
Like
great.
Don Juan.
Look at B's dorky hat.
I know. I had it lifted up because
Yeah.
I was hot.
You really are a dork.
I don't care.
You know?
It was hot.
Yeah.
And we're on the ground digging around while you're in the skid loader throwing potatoes around. And we're like little mice. Pick them up, pick them up, pick them up, pick them up, pick them up.
Yeah. Romans Girl says, I really hope we can be there next year. I hope you can too. We would love it. So I've got this thing I do with the skid loader. So basically when it comes
Got this thing where I like to throw things at people.
yeah, I like to throw things at people. So basically I put the pallet forks on it and I lay it down at the bottom of the mound and I just spin and it just throws the pile and it throws the potatoes, but then you get to pick them up, right?
Yes, you get to pick them up.
No, you get to pick them up.
Right.
I get to throw them. And
These are big potatoes.
aren't those beautiful? And so
That's a lot of potatoes.
yeah, so that's the garden number 1. That's what came out of garden number 1 after the potatoes were harvested. And so then we take them and now we have to go deal with them, right? You got to season them and all that stuff. But so that's just me hauling out garden number 1. Oops, hold on, let me go back.
You're gonna season them.
Yeah, I got to start the other
Little
one. Okay.
salt, little pepper.
Okay, so I love this picture. And
I know.
Cupcake, I'm sorry. Okay, but
What?
so when we went to garden number 2 to harvest all of the potatoes, and you can see they're red in the crates,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we get them all stacked up, and I looked at Cupcake and I said, "Hey, you want to drive this thing?" And she said, "No." I said, "Come on, get over here and drive this thing."
Mm-hmm.
She says, "No."
And that look on her face was because you told her to do something, and she's like, "What?
And so
She said,
she agreed.
Get out of my way!"
She hopped in it. I gave her. I'm the master of the 25-second tutorial, and so I gave her my famous 25-second tutorial on how it works, and she drove it out, and it was wonderful. She did a great job.
Now she can do
But
it.
the face on the picture that I blew up, like she's seriously concerned about what she's doing.
Yeah, because it jerks when you like move the.
Yep. So it was really, really neat. Yeah, Sharpshooter says, oh, Cupcake, what a trooper. Yeah. Whisper Creek says, it looks like she's going to war.
Yes.
That's really pretty amazing, though. I think, Yeah, Roman Girl said that would be so much fun.
Get out of my way. Beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep.
You know what? I think that, Joe from American Roots talks about this all the time about how, we kind of one of our jobs is to build capabilities.
Mm.
And, and sometimes that's a spiritual capability, right? Sometimes that's a homesteading capability, or in this particular case, machinery, because you never know. I may not be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, you got to know how this stuff functions. And it's just really, really important. So I think I could get her to do it again very easily. I don't think it would take much fight. Yeah, but it's that picture, specifically the one on the right, the look on her face is just, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
To me, that's just absolutely
It's
priceless.
definitely, one for the scrolling book
Yeah,
for the wedding.
Well, how do you think the potato harvest went?
I thought it went great.
It didn't take us that long. How many hours? How many hours did it take us to
It was
harvest them all?
definitely faster once you got involved.
Isn't that always true?
Yes, but it looks it looks like you got involved in it.
Oh,
Because did you get a picture
oh,
of the
what does she
after?
ever mean? Okay, so here's the potatoes
Yeah,
loaded up.
it's beautiful.
These are in the back of my Intimidator, and we gotta haul them off. And so this is one load. I ended up having to get another one to get it all down there by the time it was done. But Whisper Creek says she was afraid of getting a new nickname. I think she was hoping for a new nickname, Whisper Creek. I don't think she likes Cupcake very much.
Oh, really?
But this is what I leave behind.
Yes, this looks like a disaster happened. And now I tried to get to the other side with a lawnmower to mow on the other side of the peppers. And I have to, like, I got high centered on one. I had to back and go around. I need you to make me a path.
Yeah,
or
well,
there.
I'll just push all the dirt up. I just need time to get in there, and I'll push all the dirt up. But you guys see all the cardboard? That's what she lays down in the walkways.
Yeah, it's no longer in the walkways.
No, but here's the good news. I'm just going to push it all up in a big pile. It'll decompose over the winter, and in the spring we'll get started. Right, put some manure in
Maybe
it.
you can make me one long row and I'll throw some, like, cover crop in there. Some
Do you-
beans or something.
B, do you have time?
I don't know. You can't leave it like that, though.
I can push it up in a pile.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't get through with that. And I don't want grass to start growing in that.
Gypsy says, looks like a Tasmanian devil went through there.
It sure does.
Well, actually, since
He
you're talking
is a
about Tasmanian devil,
devil.
I want to tell you guys a funny story.
Yeah,
I was
got it
talking.
marked on it.
Yeah, I was talking to MMR, and we were talking with Gratitude to Grace. So Dig, Dug, and Grace, and we were talking to them about when the community
Dig,
came
Dug.
together to build to help assist them building their home, MMR in Indiana.
Mm.
And I was just saying, it's one of my favorite moments was the look on MMR's face. It still is to this day. And you know what? She's just like sneaky funny. But she came up and she said, it's like when Eeyore meets the Tasmanian devil.
You being the Tasmanian devil
Yes.
for sure.
Yes. And her,
And
which
her
is
being-
slow and steady, precise, exact, and
Eeyore.
it was just anybody who was there at the time she said that, who participated in the event, just started busting up laughing because it's like completely true.
Yeah, she's great.
Right? Completely true. Let's see here. Silver Lining says at least a cover crop will minimize weeds and feed the soil. Just broadcast.
Yep.
Rome's Girl said, don't just push it in a pile tag. Put a cover crop of some kind on it. Mother Nature is a lady. If you leave her uncovered, she'll cover herself.
With something you don't want.
You like that, don't you?
Yes, because I have to tend to that and I can't mow that. You got to do something different.
Barbara says Grandma Jay was much better with her grandkids. Yeah. Well, anyway, we harvested potatoes, which are pretty cool, and check them out.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to keep them together, the whites and
The reds.
One to get one area and the
Yeah.
reds. I need to go down there and kind of look at them, make sure that there's no wet spots, because you want to get rid of anything that's punked or oozing.
Yeah. So if you go into the community building that just housed the festival, the tables are covered in potatoes.
I know. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. No. So I don't
Sorry
know.
about that.
I don't know the answer, but how many pounds of potatoes do you guys think that is?
It's probably about 100.
Whisper Creek says, you promised you would fix it if we used the skid steer. I'll fix it. It's just Whisper Creek. Got to talk about the definition of fixing.
It ain't fixed.
To me, go get a couple loads of cow manure, throw them in the pile, scoop it up on a big pile, and we'll deal with it in the spring.
Oh, mix the cow manure with it.
Yeah, B's idea is make new rows and keep planting stuff
Well,
that she don't have time to tend to.
just a cover crop type of thing. Not just grass. I think that they're right. I think that we need to do what they're saying.
Parson Road says,
Hurry back.
Parson Road says, beautiful potatoes. And Nito says his guess is 300 pounds.
300.
Any other guesses out there? Because I don't know. We didn't weigh them, and I don't really have any way to weigh them except in very small quantities, and that will take way too much effort.
Yeah, like in a bucket on a house scale.
Yeah, Jules says 1,000. Yeah, it's a lot. But the good news is it's going to bless a lot of homesteads. It's going to feed a lot of people. Yeah, Amy says, I'm more with Nito's. Terminator says 500 pounds. Let me see. Backrat says amber waves of spuds. Yeah, Romans Girl says beans are nitrogen fixer. Let them amend your soil for you over the winter. Yeah, you could probably talk me into that. Silver Lining says, I'm with B. You need to be growing something food.
Something food, like just throw some beans in there
Okay.
and then just let them within the
Okay.
grass.
Hold on. I need to call Silver Lining out right here. Okay? She's my buddy. Is it this the girl that said, I could spend all summer here and not get you caught up, B?
I think what she was talking about was other things.
Good cover. Good attempt of cover, but it was completely weak, just so you know.
No, I think that what she's talking about is if something is going to grow there no matter what. So if I put something there like beans or
Okay.
some kind of cover crop, then
Guilty.
it will grow something kind of
Mhm.
food related instead of just grass and buttonweed and Johnson.
Parson Road says, I would guess 400. Thistle Creek says 250. Gypsy said, what if you mix up with manure and borrow someone's manure spreader? Well, we could do that too.
And throw
Okay.
some manure in the.
Yeah, Grace or Dig Dug, one of the two, says, looks like 8 tables. Each probably has 25 pounds, so 200 pounds plus a little extra.
We've got there's 4 8-foot tables
Mhm.
and 4 6-foot tables.
Mhm.
And then that little card table.
Yeah. Good news is we're going to eat them all. And it'll go to, like I said, it'll go to a lot of different homesteads. Let me see here. Wait
And
a
then
second.
you had thought too that we should collect a donation from the homesteads of potatoes for the
Community building.
community for
Breakfast.
meals
Yeah.
and such. Get
Yeah.
together, do some fried.
We need you
something.
to weigh them when you pack them away and let us know how close our guesses were.
Mm.
Thistle Creek says a 5-gallon pail usually holds 25 to 30 pounds. You could probably talk me into that because that'd be a fairly quick process.
Like putting them in a bucket.
Get 5-gallon buckets, put them in there, call it 27.5 pounds a piece. How many buckets do I have? I can do the simple math. What do you think?
You do the same thing in crates then.
No, except I don't know how many fits in a crate. I mean, I could take a
Oh,
crate,
that's
fill it
true.
up, and then weigh it. But
That's true.
Nito says cover crop doesn't need tending to. If you plant what will winter terminate, you will have refreshed soil come spring.
Yeah.
Silver Lining says you still have
To
to cover the
cover.
ground. Whisper Creek says plus what we sent was Snack Force. Yeah, so we sent a whole crate, which is
A
a
crate.
table, maybe half a table. We sent one big crate away. Yeah. Parsons Road says mail us some. We would too.
Mail them.
We absolutely would. I don't know what
You
condition they
got
get
to
there.
come and get them, lady.
Well, I have been talking to Parsons Road for several years about one day
Yeah, I thought you were coming.
getting them out here to play their music at one of the festivals, the Life Festival, the Harvest Festival, the
We
Freedom
will feed
Festival.
you some potatoes
We will feed you potatoes.
and some squash.
Yeah, because I won't eat it. Helen says 500 pounds. Whisper Creek says, I got potatoes out of ours today. Did you? Good for you. Did you get a bunch? Were they little? Were they small? You got to give us the scoop.
Did you get pictures?
If you didn't take a picture, it didn't happen.
I love that. Good job.
Amy B says Dutch white, clover, and cowpeas are good cover crop.
I have all those cowpeas. I should probably just go ahead and plant them.
Yeah,
and
and you
see
got
if
a
they
bunch of them.
do.
My pet rabbits only produce one thing, but it's great for my garden.
Rabbits.
We don't have rabbits, but Dan, I've heard a lot that that's true.
I go up to Pippin and get her poop.
Mm-hmm.
I get Pippin poop and bring it home.
Parsons Road says, we can get some taters when we come. We'll sing for food.
Sing for your supper.
Yeah, and Parsons Road, you guys fit right in.
Oh, we would love for
Yeah.
you to sing.
For those of you guys who don't know, and I know I've said it many times on my, on my live, but Parsons Road, there's a YouTube channel out there. They sing a lot of gospel music and other things, travel all over and do it, touch many people's lives. Go to their YouTube channel, subscribe, tell them Tag sent you, and we're going to keep fighting this gigantic fight of freedom together. But it's going to take every single one of us. Helen says 400 pounds, definitely. Let's see. Regenerative Orchards, how are you? Said evening. Oh man, that's one hell of a potato harvest. Yeah, it was a good one. It's again going to bless many, many people.
Looks like supper.
I love people. See what she said? So I asked her, did you get very many? Were they very big? She said, let's not get hung up on the details. I got potatoes.
Gotta start somewhere.
Amy B says, rabbit poo is garden gold. It's most of what is in my green stock planter. The sweet potatoes are very happy. We're going to have a great sweet potato harvest this year, too. We haven't done it yet, but
Man, I had to move the sweet potatoes are like beyond the mound.
Yeah.
I had to like pick them up and throw them back in so that I could mow a little bit around there. It was getting a little out of hand.
yeah, Harry says, we harvested Dixie Dale candy onions today. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, Roman's girl is laughing at Whisper Creek because that really was funny. Parsons Road says, thank you. All right, cool. I'm all caught up. All right, so not that isn't enough.
So put this in the community building too.
Yeah, so this is all down there too. So B, why don't you tell them what's going on with your 9,000 feet of cilantro?
It's
cilantro.
only 68 feet. And
68 feet of cilantro.
It's well, so this is the pepper row, and I just so happened to have cilantro show up in this, and I was gonna just allow it to stay there until we can get as much cilantro from that as possible. And then it started to seed, and I was like, oh well, now we can get as much seed as possible. And even MMR was like, are we cutting that down anytime soon? And I was like, yeah, we're going to cut it down after we get the seed. And she's like, do we need that much seed? That's crazy. And so the peppers are severely stunted. I don't know if it's because of my idea of this or not, because there are peppers in another area that are pretty stunted too. So I don't think it has anything to do with the cilantro, but I harvested it all, cut it all down because a lot of it has dried out. So cut it all down, put it in crates, and I took it down to the community building for
Cleaning.
people to come and get if they want it. If they want it, they can come and get it. If they don't want it, I will gladly throw it in my areas. So I'm willing to share if they want some. Got some watermelon coming in.
Isn't that beautiful?
And that actually looks pretty small. It's actually probably pretty close to picking because those are just sugar babies.
Yep.
So those are going to be smaller.
Something B's got growing that we've never grown before. Look at that. She has hops growing.
I have hops growing.
And you know what's funny? We're not beer drinkers.
No, I don't even know why I have hops. But the goats love it.
Do they?
Yeah, everything that they can reach, they eat. This is the only part that's inside the fence. This is why it has some little hops on it. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with that. But it's growing, so we planted it outside the fence, and the cows ate it all the way down, and it worked its way under the fence and up onto a telephone pole. So I thought, well, I'll just leave it there if it's going to grow up the telephone pole.
Yeah, Helen, that's hops. Yeah, as Packrat says, oops, sorry, wrong one. Packrat says B brand beer.
B brand beer. So
Yeah.
I have honey and hops now. Maybe I'll throw some elderberry together and see what happens.
So Roman's girl says, I think hops are medicinal.
There you go.
Yeah, Amy says, dry the hops flowers and put in a sealed bag. Use in flannel sachet for sleep. Silver Lining says, I know what to do with it. Of course you do.
Get down
Of course you
here.
Yeah, Amy B says that she would fall asleep at the sewing machine making the hops satchels. How cool is that?
The flowers. I haven't seen it flower. Have you seen it flower?
Yeah, Dana Green says, help you sleep tea.
Mm.
Around here, it ain't a problem. One of actually my wife's superpowers that I've always been, that I've admired, for the last 20 years is her ability to literally be asleep in 4 seconds. That's not a joke. It's not an exaggeration.
Right to sleep.
That girl can sleep. Like me, I sleep fine. I just don't go to sleep well.
No, you toss and turn and get
Yeah.
comfortable, move,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
lay down, I go to sleep.
Yeah, Helen says, I will look that up on Google, but great job, B. And Gratitude to Grace says, hops treats insomnia, anxiety, and stress.
There you go. I'll go get you some hops.
Just another thing for her to add to my food.
You lucky fella.
I know, right? Lucky fella. I don't even know what these are, but you sent me the picture.
Yeah, this is garlic we harvested. Lisa says that needs to be picked. And I said, okay, let's go do that. So we did that. We got garlic. All that other stuff was from the old processing kitchen. So some of that got tossed.
Mhm.
There was stuff that she's like, what is this? And I'm like, I don't know. Take a picture of it and Google it. And she's like, why is this not labeled? And I'm like, because I was going to.
Who said that?
Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
I said, because I was going to remember what it was. And she said, well, do you? And I said, no.
Mhm.
She said, Bethany, throw it away. I said,
Did you say yes, Mom?
I said, okay. And she
Yes.
says, you're supposed to label everything. And I said, I know this. I just didn't.
Yes, G to G, the flowers look unusual.
Okay.
Talking about the hops.
I'll have to Google it.
Pack Rat says some folks consider it medicinal when it's in suds. Helen sleeps like you. Nito says, oh, my hubby is that way. I swear he is asleep before his head hits the pillow. Yeah, it's actually a superpower. For those of you who can do that,
Gone.
I cannot tell you guys how many nights, even after long, hard days, I'm awake. B's been asleep for 4 hours.
hours.
And I just can't go to bed. My brain's on. I'm thinking about that they got to do this. I'm doing whatever's going on in my world. And
I'd already forgotten.
yeah, B is already on to the next task. I wanted to show you guys this. This was great.
This is beautiful.
So Jess from American Roots made me a T-shirt, and this is the caricatures I did and sent it to her, and she made it. But this is vast majority of the community, just caricatures of everybody, and it's just really cool, like really, 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 really cool. Look at all those characters. And when I did it, I tried to find the most compromising photos of them I could possibly find. Which is why, like, Scott's in a little Bo Peep costume, right?
Yes.
And Carl's in a pink rabbit costume,
Right.
you know? And so I just thought, I actually zoomed in on the T-shirt. This is actually on the front of a T-shirt, which is just absolutely incredible to me. I just thought I'd share it with you guys. Isn't that pretty neat?
Yes. I love that.
Jules says, I've had insomnia for months. Maybe you need to grow hops. B, how do you like all this harvesting? Are you enjoying it?
I love it. This is the best time right here.
Yeah, B loves the garden. She spends lots and lots and lots of time on it and actually prefers to be there than doing house chores. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah.
Like, she'd much rather be in the garden.
Yeah. Picking weeds, checking
Yeah.
things out, watching them grow,
Yeah.
watching the fruit, eating the fruit.
Yeah, Amy B says, doesn't everyone sleep well on vacation? Well, apparently I'm not on vacation because I don't sleep well. That's not true. When I fall asleep, I sleep fine. I just can't go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Indiana says, that is neat. Yeah, he's right there with the Indiana Jones hat on. So I like doing stuff like this. You know, one of my ideas, I don't know what you guys think about this, but one of my ideas is to maybe go back in time and create a timeline for the community building. And, you know, like when, because Indiana was the last one in there, when the community worked on his house, put that in the timeline. And all of these events that have gone on in this incredible,
Like the community days.
yeah, the community days, or when, you know, the Ambers, when Phineas was born, right? Or when Saoirse was born, or when Kiwi was born, or whatever it is. Just all of the craziness that's gone on over the years. Wouldn't that be cool to see a timeline that goes all the way around the top of the community building?
And then what? Start wrapping it back around?
Just start in one
How
place
would
and just
you-
work your way over the years go by. Eventually you'll fill it all the way up.
Kind of like a kid's growth line in
Yeah.
the house.
Kind of. It just has all of these crazy events, the festivals, and Joe Salatin was here, and, you know,
Yeah.
Phil Cernecki, who spoke just this last week here,
Yeah.
and just kind of put all of those little pieces in, because I think sometimes we get ourselves in trouble because we can't see the forest because we're staring at the tree bark.
Yeah.
You know, we're so
We
wrapped up
forget.
into the day, into what's going on, we forget it. These monumental achievements that have gone on over time. From, you know, one of my favorite photos I have is of Louise sitting in the bathtub with the hot water for the first. She was
Not with the
no, don't take some.
well, Louise in the bathtub.
No, not like that. She just got up and sat in there so I could take a picture.
Yeah.
But it's when the hot water turned on for the first
right when you got their
Right.
bathtub their water running.
time. Jess from American Roots flushing the toilet from the first time.
I think it's
Um,
interesting here where you put Skanes when she got bit by the bumblebee. She was
Memories.
she got her lip out, but
Yeah.
then she goes to the festival with her plumper.
Oh yeah, that was so much
She's
fun.
not- and so she's still plump. She still got her plumper.
Dan, that is not who you think it is. But that's a great question. What she's talking about is Skeens girl's in there with a big blown up lip. She got stung by
She got
bumblebees.
stung by a bumblebee in her
Yeah.
mouth.
And so at the festival, she was in a hurry. And so she decided she'd go buy some lipstick. What she didn't see was that it was fuller lipstick,
It was plumper.
plumper. And so she put it on her lips.
And she goes, "Man, my mouth is burning. What's wrong? Maybe I'm allergic to that." And she looked at the package and it said plumper. And she goes, "Plumper?"
Yeah.
And so her lips were getting bigger and bigger. And she goes, "Man, I put some plumper on."
So all day long, I was telling her, man, how do you eat with those lips? And, I don't even know how you can talk with those lips. And it was just fun. But just stuff like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, we love her.
Yeah, it's just stuff like that. And I think a timeline would be just an amazing thing to help remind us of the incredible journey we've all been on together.
Yeah.
And through the highs and through the lows and through the personality conflicts and through things not working out, through a cow getting through the fence, mom breaking her shoulder, trying to do 2, classes, fireworks not working out exactly according to plan. Whatever it is, B, waterboarding the chicken. My wife has successfully waterboarded a chicken to death.
I was loving it.
Yeah, I know, and you loved it to death, baby. But the point again, as I'm saying, is that it's all of those little things that I think make up the journey. And we've always talked about, that happiness isn't a destination, it's a choice.
It is a choice.
And it's a journey, and we got to celebrate this journey because we're not heading anywhere. There's no destination to go to.
No, we're here.
What I'm saying is we're being free. A big chunk of that is the journey itself and living your life that way, because at some point we're all going to die. And anyway, I just think this is a great reminder. At least for me, it's a great reminder. And, makes me excited about what's to come. But I think especially if I could get some help from the community to send me in their dates and the important things that happened to them. And then I could fill it all in and I could use the caricatures and I could, build them all. And, Joe from American Roots running over his solar panels with a skid steer.
Oh.
Right. It's just, it's all of that crazy stuff that, that goes on, over time, but, which is super, super cool, at least in my opinion. But, so not that we didn't have enough going on.
Right.
I want to tell you another
Holy
story.
smokes, that guy's short.
Yeah, he's actually not that short. That's a big, deep footing.
That's a big hole. Man.
So that's Sharpshooter, for those of you guys who don't know. And if you ever meet Sharpshooter, please ask him how he got his name. It's really important. I can't tell you. He has to tell you, but it's really important. Anyway, so they've got a project coming up. We're going to put an addition on their home. The community's going to come help them. But one of the first things we got to do is dig out this big footing and pour this footing. And so he's actually standing down inside of the footing.
That's a big hole.
I said, jump in there. Well,
You had to fill that with concrete.
Yeah. You want to get below the frost line. And so that's why they're deep. And so we just took a bunch of old boards that were sticking in a pile and framed it up. And I asked him to jump down in there so that we could show. And there he is right there with the concrete truck. And you can see how it's full. It's filling, right?
Yeah.
Working our way around. I want to give him huge shout outs. This guy has never built a footing like this before. Didn't have any experience at it. We didn't have a single blowout. One side budge, just a little bit of bow, nothing big. But a bunch of us went over on, was that yesterday? Oh goodness, that was yesterday. We went over there yesterday and helped pour 14 yards of concrete in a footing.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a big footer.
It's a big footer. But here's the thing. He's going to enjoy thermal mass and it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
It is a big, heavy, piece. And that's what it looks like when we were done. So there was so much extra concrete. We just tried to spread it out on the ground because we still got to pour the pad on top of it. And so we needed to get it down beneath that first board. Right.
Mm.
And so we just, kind of spread it out just to use it all. And it's hard now. I mean, I don't know if he's disassembling the footings
You
stuff
got drain
yet.
holes in there. You got
No,
rebar
those-
in there.
those are there.
Yeah.
No, that's an electrical conduit so that we can stub out electricity because what they want to be able to do is run power to, like, let's say a chicken coop, turkey coop, run power to a,
Whatever.
right, one of their, we know both of their kids, older kids, have shown interest in having their own little tiny house.
Yeah.
This allows you to run power everywhere if you're just smart enough to stub it out ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you're not trying to come out through the outside. You actually get to go up underneath the building. It's much better. You're not running over anything. You're not weeding anything.
You're not hitting it,
You're not
yeah.
hitting it. You're not breaking it. And so that what you see, that little pipe in the bottom right corner is what she's talking about. When you see that pipe, that will all be under dirt. It'll just be an electrical line eventually.
So where's it pop in on the inside?
You can't see it, but it's right here. Right inside
so
that
it
wall.
goes up in?
Yeah, just it's a 90.
Oh,
It was,
so you can shove something up
kind
in
of like
there.
a long sweep 90.
Yeah.
So you can, kind of shove it in there. But I was super proud of them. And it was funny. When we were there, Whisper Creek said, hey, I'm going to go get everybody. I'm going to run to town real quick and get everybody a bunch of water.
Mm.
And
Nice.
she came back by the time she made it back, we were about right there. So we were just about done. But there was a bunch of us. I think it's funny, Joe, right there, his shirt. It says safety first, quality always.
I love that.
Yeah. And so there's Indiana Mike and MMR.
You guys got matching hats?
Okay, so the concrete guy, this guy over here with his hands on his hips,
Yeah.
he was there to observe the pour for quality control. He works for the company.
Okay.
And he said, hey, thank you guys for ordering. I said, we've ordered a lot of concrete from you guys. I go, really? What names? And so I named off all of the people that we've ordered concrete from. And he goes, oh, I got some hats for you guys. So he came back with a hat for every one of us.
Oh, nice.
Mine's still in my truck.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's see here. I don't even know where I left off. Maybe right there. We'll just start right there. With everything that happened, I didn't get to plant a huge garden. I had to give up half of my garden area and hoping to rebuild a new garden area this fall. You will. Yeah, you will. Rome's a girl. So sounds to me like if you get a nickname from Tag and Friends, you have arrived. Well, actually what it means is you screwed up typically. Again,
You've arrived.
if you ever run into Sharpshooter, please ask him why he got the name Sharpshooter. And then the whole thing will become clear to you guys. Yeah, Helen says the dog is watching.
Yeah, in the last one, the dog
Uh-huh.
was in there. Right here, see?
Oh, right there, yeah.
He's like, what's going on in that hole? You got a bone?
Yeah. That's such a friendly dog. Anyway. So you guys know that while where are we at? 146. Okay. You guys know that while all this was going on, I was trying to broker a deal to bring solar panels to the community. We got it done. And I did the math, and we added 224,000 watts of freedom.
That's amazing.
There's a whole semi coming. I don't even know when it's going to be here yet, but it's funded, it's paid for. We're just waiting on the freight company, and it'll be a beautiful. I'll do a video of it hopefully. But the big semi is going to pull down my driveway, and we're going to have skid loaders waiting, and we're going to unload this semi. And then for the next 4 or 5 hours, there will be people driving down the driveway with the trailer, and we will load pallets of solar panels on the back, and they will go and they will take them home and continue their journey, of finding freedom.
Yeah.
Right. And it was a big deal. Took me a long time to get the deal done, negotiated. But again, it's going to affect a lot of people, and that's really pretty cool, in my opinion.
And us.
Yeah, us too. We bought a pallet, which is 33 panels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace my oldest panels. There's 18 of them. And then I'm also going to use the rest to power Bee's barn. Right? That's what we're going to do with them. Everyone has different plans for them. All the different homesteads that are getting them. It's going to do lots of things. But I found it just so cool that 224,000 watts of freedom.
That's a lot.
Right?
It's a lot of electricity.
What a big swing. What a big level up. That's a huge level up for the
And
community.
because we all went together and purchased them together, we were able to get them for a great price.
Yeah. So if you look at these online, I've seen some as cheap as I think 127, but they were out of stock. And the ones that were in stock were 190 or 180, and we gave $57 a piece for them. Right. But the trick to getting them for $57 a piece, I got to buy the semi.
That was shipping and everything, though.
Yeah, that's shipped to my door. It's $57 a piece, and what a great deal that is.
Which the shipping was that was costly.
Yeah. But how absolutely exciting is that?
Yeah.
Right? You talk about leveling up. So
Yeah, that does a lot for us because our first solar panels we bought were used.
Yep.
And so
And they're still out there.
they're I don't know how old they are now, because when they were 4 years old when we bought them,
I don't know how old they
and
were.
then we used them for 5 years.
Yep.
Or 7
Yeah.
years.
They don't perform as well as my other panels, and I know this because we have the
Yeah.
exact same solar system at the community center, and it has 16 panels. My house has 28 panels, and the 16 panels charges faster, more efficiently
Way faster.
than my home system. So we're gonna swap it out, and there's some theories about building a carport and putting panels on top of them. I don't know what we'll do, but
right.
we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, we are going to switch them out.
Yeah, we are going
And
to
then
switch
we'll
them
be
out.
able to charge
Yeah.
faster.
The other thing that we did during this exact same crazy time is I was blessed to have Mario here.
Yes.
And him and I went to work, and we put the rainwater system in Beast Barn, minus the gutters. I haven't done the gutters yet. But the tank is there. It runs to the pump, to the pressure tank. She has a working sink in her barn for the first time, right?
Yeah.
She has 2 water sources now. She has the well and the rainwater.
Right.
But I got to get the tank filled. I can't
And I
fill
can-
it until I get the gutters on.
I can put well water into the rain.
You can't. Yeah, the way
Done.
that we had it plumbed up is she can turn a valve basically and fill the rainwater tank with well water if she chooses to. So it's just another storage
And
thing.
he put like a pipe on it on the side where I can see the water level in
Yeah.
the tank.
Yeah.
So that I can see where I'm sitting, because
Yeah.
that 3,000 gallon tank, you have no idea how much water you have in there. So he like rigged up a way to where you can actually see, just like on my Berkey, how much water is actually in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, what a genius.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. We blood blasted through that, but that wasn't it either. I mean, while he was here, he gave of himself. What an amazing guy.
Yeah.
He went to another homestead that had a bunch of stuff going on and was moving their handicapped. I don't know if that's the right word.
It's an ADA toilet.
Yeah, they had to change the toilets out in the house to 88 toilets, and he went down and did it for them.
Yeah.
And then went off to another house and helped swap out
Pipes.
hot water heater stuff, just so that they had were back up and running, and just gave and gave and gave and gave and gave.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think that's really what it's about, right? I mean, all these crazy memories and all this crazy stuff, and you guys, all these things that I talk about tonight. This is 10 days.
Right.
And this is why I canceled the live for last week. Again, I'm sorry. And I know I told some of you guys I was going to try to do the fireworks show live. I just couldn't get to it. It was just.
There's too much going on. Plus, then the music mishap and
Yeah.
it was just a lot.
And the
going on.
cow and mom and. But I promise you this, nobody's seen us sweat.
No, we were right on top of it.
Yeah. I had a business owner that I worked for many, many years ago. And he always told me that my goal should be to be a duck. And that is that I'm calm on top of the water and paddling like hell underneath.
Yep.
And so I strive to be the duck. I'm not perfect at it, but I certainly strive to be. As Skanes Girl says, I'm excited. You should be excited, because some of them are going to Skanes Girl's house, right? Which is super, super cool. What else we got? Oh, I wanted to share this with you guys. I found a great piece of land for any of you guys that are interested. Yeah, this is a good one. It's actually decent price too. This is 33 acres, and they want like 180 for it, if I remember right, which makes it about $53 or $400 an acre. Not too far from everybody else, but this is a really good piece of land. It's got prairie, it's got woods, it's got water, and it's remote.
Nice.
Right. So I don't know if anybody's interested in just buying some, blank land, but this is a really cool piece of property. This would be one that, I would highly recommend. I have not done a lot of land videos, mainly because things just got so overpriced and I feel guilty.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to talk somebody into paying 10 grand for an acre. It just doesn't sit well. But this one's back down. And so anyway, you can see the link up there. It's MidwestLandGroup.com, Jackson County, Kansas. But this is a really cool piece of property. I could have put more photos in, but I just wanted to run it by. There may be somebody out there that says, hey, we'd love to have a farm like that. I would love this. This is a good place. Again, lots of prairie, which means animals, fencing, cows, hay, all of those things. But at the same time, lots of woods, which is energy, right? Because the truth is, in this life, you store a lot of your energy in a tree, right? That someday will become firewood.
Then
Right.
still have hayland.
But still have hayland and still have all of those things, and secluded enough you can put your
No
house.
pond though.
Yeah, there's a pond there.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
don't still see it.
Yeah, it's a little pond. It's in the middle of those woods. It's not huge, but there is a pond there with water. That's why I said it's got water, it's got trees, and it's got prairie.
Mm.
right? And I'll guarantee you, because of where this is, the soil's probably pretty okay. You know, maybe not the best in the world, but it would be pretty okay. So anyway, just thought I would show it to you guys. We blow through these because we're about out of time. Don't forget, freesteading.com is back up and running. We'd love to have everybody there to participate. Hopefully what it allows us to do is go back at the quest of getting everybody to yoke up and build community in every state. We're working hard at it. Didn't work great the first way. That's not true. It worked really well the first time. It just got out of control. So obviously we had to do a little bit of reloading. And the most important thing, don't forget the second annual Harvest Fest will be September the 26th. And Pyro Paul, you got to love that guy. He came up to me and he said, Harvest Festival, could we do a harvest musical with some fireworks? Yo, buddy. Yo, you do.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, you do
Yes,
you. You do
yes.
you. Yeah. And so he's actually working on songs that pertain to the harvest.
Mm.
And I don't know what he'll come up with. He's the big dog. I'm
We're
the
the international harvesters.
yeah. I'm the little dog. But and again, I don't know if anything that's on this flyer is correct because I'm not the one doing it. I just put a placeholder in. But
Right.
I am sure that the people that are in charge of this will get me their information soon, right? Because they're listening. This is why I'm doing this.
Not both. No, not just one of them, right?
I think both of them are in here. Anyway, either way, love to have the information, and I will update it as we go along. The one after this will be at the end of the year, the Freeman Festivus. And B, when's that going to happen?
I don't know.
Didn't I ask you last week to pick a date and the week before that to pick a date?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
But I'll put it on my list.
Yeah. We won't see it again until next week. So do you promise these fine people you'll have a date by next week?
Possibly.
She's lived with me a long time. She is going to be completely uncommitted to doing any of those kinds of things, right?
I will try to have that information for you.
So I'm excited. We still got to recover a little bit, though. It's been a whirlwind. Would you
Yeah,
agree?
and I've got other stuff to do.
Yeah, lots of harvesting. We
Harvesting, processing.
Yep. The tomatoes are coming on super, super strong. There's a lot
They're
of them out
green.
there. Yeah, they're green. A couple red ones. We got a couple red ones off the other day, but
Yeah. Little. Yeah.
well, one big one and like 6 little ones.
Yeah, that big one was not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything to write home about.
Sweet potatoes are doing good. Cucumbers are doing fine. Melons are coming on good.
The cucumbers were a little like burned.
How's your eggplant? You've never grown eggplant.
Eggplant looks a little like some bugs kind of got to it a little bit.
Mm.
I don't know what it's supposed to look like.
Paul says, I'm excited about it. You know, Paul, what I'm most excited about is seeing how you twist fireworks into harvest. Like, that sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, he says like
Yeah.
gold colored ones. And I
Yeah.
was like, gold colored fireworks?
He'll figure it out.
You know, like yellows and gold.
And greens and, probably some of that. Anyway, it will be fun. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be a huge success like it always is. And even if it don't go according to plan, we will adapt, improvise, and
We'll
overcome.
have fun.
Yeah, we will absolutely, fake it till we make it. B, it's an hour and 57 minutes. Let's get out of here. Do you have parting words for these wonderful people who were patient with us for not being alive last week?
Be kind and compassionate to
That's
one
a good one.
another.
I want to remind everybody that life is not about what happens to you. It's about how you choose to react to what happens to you. We can view the world any way we want to view it. You can look for the bad. You can look for the good. You can look for compassion, and you can look for jealousy. You can look for all of those. And the truth is, no matter what you look for, you're going to find it.
You'll find it.
You're going to find it 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to choose to look for the good. I'm going to choose to look at the very best in everybody. I'm going to choose to try to be the best person I can be through it. And I think in the end of the day, we all win that way. So go out there, be kind, be compassionate, be caring, look for the good, go get in the fight, stand your ground. And, we'll live to fight another day, and we'll see you guys in a week. See you.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.